Welcome to our Spotlight series on the K-12 Service Learning Standards for Quality Practice. In this video, we will be focusing on youth voice. Before we begin, this video is brought to you by the National Youth Leadership Council. For 30 years, NYLC has transformed classrooms, empowered teachers, and captivated students by leading the way in providing high-quality, dynamic service learning content to school districts, classrooms, out-of-school youth programs, and everything in between. NYLC provides programs and services that develop young leaders, support educators, and advance the field of service learning through programs, professional development, and the National Service Learning Conference. Service learning is an approach to teaching and learning in which students use academic knowledge and skills to address genuine community needs. For example, picking up trash on a riverbank is service. Studying water samples under a microscope is learning. When science students collect and analyze water samples and document their results, and present their findings at a local pollution control agency, you have service learning. In 2008, the service learning field released evidence-based standards and accompanied indicators that K-12 practitioners can use to ensure high-quality service learning practice. For decades, those involved in service learning have known that quality matters if service learning is to live up to its promise of helping young people grow in academics and civic engagement. Now educators have a set of standards and indicators to guide them in improving their practice. In this video, we are focusing on just one of the 8 K-12 service learning standards for quality practice, youth voice. Standard states that service learning provides youth with a strong voice in planning, implementing, and evaluating service learning experiences with guidance from adults. While this definition can provide us with a broad overview of the standard, let's look at the indicators for youth voice to better understand how it looks in practice. First, quality service learning engages youth in generating ideas during the planning, implementation, and evaluation process. Giving young people a say in every phase of the service learning project has been shown to have a strong influence on all forms of engagement, both academic and civic. When students are personally involved in selecting the service activity, they are far more likely to buy into the program and care about what happens. Second, quality service learning involves youth in the decision-making process throughout the service learning experiences. Research showed that middle school students' level of engagement in a literary service project increased when they were given autonomy over service events. When the teachers established more control over events or decisions, students began to disengage from the project. This revealed a strong positive correlation between student autonomy and ownership and higher academic engagement and achievement. Yet more research found that when high school students had ownership over the development of service projects, they showed increase in self-confidence, personal efficacy, and interpersonal communication and critical thinking skills. Third, quality service learning involves youth and adults in creating an environment that supports trust and an open expression of ideas. Studies found that in community organizations where young people played leadership roles, adults developed more favorable views of youth, confidence in their ability to interact with them, and a stronger sense of connection to the community. Youth voice has outcomes for more than just youth. Adults benefit directly by developing this partnership of ownership and trust. Fourth, quality service learning promotes acquisition of knowledge and skills to enhance youth leadership and decision-making. High school students in youth-driven service learning programs reported learning multiple leadership and planning skills, and also reported learning other skills from the adults. Research showed that second-grade students that were given a choice about their learning, including the tasks they would tackle, tended to complete more learning tasks in less time. More research found that high school students who were given opportunities for voice in school made gains in agency, belongingness, and competence, like the development of problem-solving, facilitation, and public speaking skills. Fifth and finally, quality service learning involves youth in evaluating the quality and effectiveness of the service learning experience. This is accomplished through appropriate and meaningful reflection. You can learn more about reflection on the Lift or by watching the Spotlight series video on reflection within the GSN. For more information on the K-12 Service Learning Standards for Quality Practice and to see these standards in action through video, we encourage you to investigate the multimedia learning tool Lift at lift.nylc.org. We also welcome you to join a free network of over 3,000 youth and adults engaged in service learning by visiting the Generator School Network. Within this site, you can learn, plan, and connect on a broad set of service learning related topics.